Today, we're diving into the invisible language that shapes our world, silent signals. We're going to uncover the nonverbal cues that can project way more confidence and command more respect than any speech you could ever give. Let's get right into it.
Have you ever wondered about this? How some people just walk into a room and everything changes. They have this presence, this gravity, without saying a single word. You know exactly the kind of person I'm talking about. Well, it's not magic. It's a language. And today, we're going to learn how to speak it.
All right, here's our game plan. We'll start with decoding these silent signals. Then we'll get into the specifics, the confident gaze, the power of posture, how to build rapport without even thinking about it, and this one's my favorite, the art of silence. And we'll wrap it all up with a communication toolkit you can start using today.
Okay, first things first. Decoding silent signals. This is all about understanding that powerful, unspoken language that completely shapes how people see you, sometimes in just the first few seconds. And this is a huge one. We spend so much time worrying about the exact right words to say, but you know what? A huge part of our communication is totally nonverbal. It's our posture, our eye contact. Our bodies are telling a story about our confidence long before we ever open our mouths.
So, let's zoom in on our first key signal, the confident gaze. We're about to see how something as simple as intentional eye contact can build instant authority and a real connection.
And listen, this is way more than just, looking at someone. Intentional eye contact is a deliberate choice. It's that direct, steady gaze that sends a really powerful message. It says, I'm here, I'm confident, I'm engaged, and I am actually listening to what you have to say.
And you can really see the difference here. On one side, you've got those shifty glances. Our brains are basically hardwired to see that as a sign someone's distracted or maybe even has something to hide. But on the other side, that powerful, steady gaze. It just radiates authority. It builds trust because it signals you're present and you're engaged. The difference in how people perceive you is just massive.
Okay, so we've talked about the eyes. Now let's pull back and look at the entire body. The power of posture is incredible. It's what your body is shouting about you before you've even had a chance to speak.
What's so fascinating is how primal this is. Think about it. A closed posture, arms crossed, shoulders hunched, literally makes you smaller. It's a defensive position, like you're protecting yourself. But an open posture? Well, that takes up space. It projects approachability, assertiveness, and this quiet feeling of being totally in control of the situation.
So, we've looked at the signals we send out ourselves. Now, let's get into how we create a connection with other people, often on a completely subconscious level. This is where the real magic of rapport happens.
One of the most powerful ways we do this is through something called mirroring. It's this subconscious thing we do where we start to mimic another person's gestures and expressions. Psychologists actually call it the chameleon effect. It's like we're wired to do this little social dance that builds rapport and makes the other person feel truly seen.
And the effect is just profound. As you can see here, mirroring is so much more than just copying someone. It literally acts like social glue. It creates this powerful sense of unity and trust. And the wild part is, most of the time, neither person even realizes it's happening.
Okay, we've talked posture, we've talked mirroring, but what about our faces? What's the one single facial expression that is the most powerful for creating a genuine connection? It's this, the Duchenne smile. This is not your say cheese for the camera smile. This is the real deal. It's the kind of smile that engages the muscles all the way up around your eyes. You know the little crinkles at the corners? You can't really fake it, and that's its superpower. It communicates this authentic warmth that's just a cornerstone for building real relationships.
All right, let's switch gears to something that might feel a little counterintuitive. We are so focused on what to say, but sometimes the absolute most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. Welcome to the art of silence. This quote just nails it, right? We have this almost anxious urge to fill every silent gap in a conversation. But truly confident people, they understand the immense power of just letting a moment breathe. A well-placed, intentional pause can be more powerful than any word.
So the big takeaway here is that mindful silence isn't awkward, it's strategic. It shows you're confident and comfortable just being still. It gives everyone in the room a second to actually think and reflect. And maybe most importantly, it invites other people to jump in and contribute, which can completely shift the dynamic of a conversation. It's a huge sign of both control and respect.
Okay, let's bring it all together. These signals aren't about tricks or manipulation. They are powerful tools. Think of this as your personal communication toolkit, ready to help you elevate your presence in any situation.
So to recap, here are the 4 key signals to master. First, the confident gaze to show you're engaged. Second, an open, assertive posture to project control. Third, build that subconscious rapport with mirroring and those genuine smiles. And finally, embrace the art of mindful silence to show true confidence and create space for deeper conversation.
And there you have it, a deep dive into the nonverbal language of confidence. We've seen how these subtle cues can totally transform how you show up in the world. So the real question I want to leave you with is this. Now that you can read the signals, what are you going to say without ever speaking a word?